Good morning, Mathemagicians. I hope everyone had a great weekend. We're going to start something new in math this week, multiplication. Yes, I know everyone is super excited. So the first thing we're going to do today is take some notes. So you need to get out your math journal or your math notebook or spiral or wherever you have for math. Okay? We are going to take some definitions and do what we did before, make our 3-column chart. Do you remember how we did that? We used our finger spaces, remember? These columns aren't the same size. Those aren't the same size. But when I put my 2 fingers down, those are about the same size. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a dot, and a dot. And then I'm going to draw my vertical lines down nice and slow so they don't get all weeble wobbly towards the bottom. Okay, so you should be doing that in your math notebook. All right, and do you remember how we labeled the top? We have the word, the meaning, and an example. Okay, so get those 3 columns labeled, and then we'll get started with word number 1. And our first word is going to be multiplication. What exactly is multiplication? Multiplication. Just like I always say, just because I'm an adult, I still sound out long words. Okay? And do you know what multiplication means? Multiplication gives you the total number for equal groups. Okay? So total number, there's my number symbol, for equal groups. So I'll let you write that in, and then we'll give an example. So if I have a little bar here, and there's 3/8 in each bar, what's the total? Okay, that is multiplication. The total number for equal groups. So I'm going to draw a line across for number 2. And number 2 is a word you may or may not know. It's the word factor. What is a factor in math? Factors are the numbers that are being multiplied. Okay, so then we'll give an example of that. So a factor is the number that you're being multiplied. Sort of like addends are the numbers you add together. In multiplication, the numbers you multiply together are called factors. So 3 times 8 equals 24. What are the numbers being multiplied? 3 and 8. 3 and 8 are the factors. Okay. So in addition, the 2 numbers being added are called addends, and the answer is called the sum. So we need to know what the answer is called, and it is called the product. It's what these 2 numbers are producing. Product. Whoops. The answer in a multiplication problem. Long words there to write. Okay, so like I said, with addition, you have addends and you get a sum. In multiplication, you have factors and the product. So the product would be 24. And we're going to do just one more word. Okay. And that's the word equation. You're going to hear that a lot from now on. An equation is basically the number, sentence with an equal sign. So hopefully you know by now that the equal sign means the same as. So 3 times 8 is the same as 24. Just like 2 plus 2 is the same as 4, okay? So an equation is the whole number sentence with an equal sign. Is that an equation? No, it doesn't have your equal sign. This is our equation, the whole number sentence, okay? So right now, after you finish taking your notes, then you're going to get out your math workbook. We're going to be in volume 1 this week. Last week we were in volume 2, I believe. This week we're in volume 1. And then we'll start learning about multiplication. So get your notes in and go get your book.